In fact, a far better way to encourage birds into your garden is to feed them naturally. And that means basically planting the right shrubs and trees. Now, if you're a real purist, you would only plant in your garden trees and shrubs that occurred naturally in the area. But sometimes these local shrubs are not perhaps as pretty as you might like for your garden purposes. Therefore, it's best to strike a happy medium, a plant that will feed the birds and also delight your eye. For sheer beauty, you'd have a job to go past this one. It's the Illyarrie, Eucalyptus erythrocoris, and it really is a delightful small tree, growing to about 4 or 5 meters high. These flowers are literally dripping in nectar. If in fact you pull a bunch down to take a close look, the odds are you'll get a nectar shower, and naturally that attracts the birds. Also, unfortunately, the bees. And I say unfortunately because often bees will take the nectar away from the birds. So bees aren't necessarily all that good a thing to have around the place. But enough of the birds and the bees. Back to the trees themselves, and this particular one's the beautiful smaller shrub called Beaufortia squarosa. And this really is a charmer. Again, late summer when there aren't too many other flowers around, it erupts into a mass of these bright, reddy orange flowers, which the birds absolutely love. And a pretty hardy one to grow too, all around the nation. There's more flowers than this you can grow. What about the banksias? They're tailor-made for birds. The shape of their flowers fits the shape of the birds' bills, and that makes them ideal. This particular one is Banksia victoriae, and we look at that icy pole and we think perhaps just 1 or 2 flowers, but in fact there are thousands tucked away in there, and the birds absolutely love it. But all these ones I've spoken about are really just short-term flowering shrubs. What you want is something that flowers over quite a long period to keep the birds fed throughout most of the year. And when you look at the general range of garden shrubs available to us, you'd have a job to go past the grevilleas for this purpose, some of them flowering for up to 9 months of the year. And I'm told that red flowers are far more attractive to birds, so the red-flowered ones are particularly good for this purpose, none more so than our old favourite Robin Gordon.